First thing I can remember is I was 3 years old when my grandmother Bates, the day she passed away, I can remember. That's the first thing I remember. Some people didn't bomb some when they didn't, and they don't bury them like they did now. In the later years, they buried them in they put a pine box around the coffins. And so I don't know just how, when the Undertaker visit got in the force or really, but I suppose they had some kind of a way they did it. But that's the first thing I can remember. I remember them, I think that, but I suppose that she died, they'd come in there crying and going on, and I guess it just marked me. One thing there, like down on the floor playing with the road, looked like a Model T car, what it was, and down on the floor playing with that, and they come in. The city is out there working on the combine, getting for harvest, and what I've been told, and they come in there, and I guess they were crying and going on, and it just marked me, I guess, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
School one day to visit with Billy while I'm looking at the mom at the hospital, one thing or the other, and never forget it. Elvin Stevens, he was I don't know, he's grade 2 here, below Abe, one thing or the other, below Billy, and I don't know, had a little squabble with him or something. I can't remember that. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
He kept messing around or something. I don't remember. But he messing with Billy or what he doing. And I had a little rookie with him. My first time. That's not my first time in school. I was there visiting.
Huh, I see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started there in Bow because I think first, second grade they set me back, and one of the teachers that was teaching told Dad if I brought me back at school next year, well, she gonna set me back in the grade I should be, set me up,
Oh, okay.
And I won't never forget that. Mm-hmm. Damn Bogue.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, I guess I kind of dummy, I guess. Wasn't getting my lesson one thing or the other, but they kids, they couldn't even talk. And they passing them one thing or the other, that kind of made me angry. And so I squabbled about that all the time. And finally one of the teachers, I was getting out, I've been Irene Fabregas, I believe it was. Well, he come back next year, I'll put him up in second grade where he's supposed to be, And I don't remember then where I went back there or what. But anyhow, I went to Nicodemus some, and then we went to Hill City here for 6 months. 6 months. I went to Hill City.
Okay.
Now, Billy was born during the dust storms, and the mama said they had to wet the blankets and things and put them up the window to try to keep the dirt out of the house and choking them to death, and all that kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Had to wet the blankets and things and put them up to the window, try to hold the dirt back out of the house.
Oh, my.
So, Billy probably wouldn't have made it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then, before World War II, my dad was an electrician, and he made, everywhere he went, where he moved to, he'd make electricity. We had bright lights, electric lights shining, outdoor lights and everything, and in World War II, we was out there at the base farm there, and a government airplane, looked like an army airplane, I guess B-29 or whatever it was. We just young kids, one thing or another, and they flew over that place, base place there, 106 acres. They searched that, they combed that every direction they could go, back and forth, and zigzagged, and they just combed it for probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. They got reported something other that somebody was talking to Russia on a two-way, and they just knew Alvin Bates, because he knew about electricity, one thing, they just knew it was him, and they flew back and forth across there and searched, lights and things all up at night, one thing or the other. They searched, and I don't know later whether they went kind of north, east across there, one thing or the other. And that's where they found out where they had that radio and stuff at, and the 2 Nickel brothers and my dad. I'm not a little kid, and they used to go over there once in a while and readjust the radio or something or other, whatever they're doing. I sat there in the front room, and they'd go back in the back, and they realized what they're doing, talking to Russia. And they knew how based in on it, but then they get him, and they got them 2 Nickel boys and took them down to Wichita to grand jury court, one thing or another. And I don't know what all happened, one thing or another, but they didn't tell on Alvin, so they brought him on back home, and I seen them over there one time at the nursing home in Logan. I was over there with my dad, and one of them went down the street or anything else, and looked at my dad and said, "Do I know you?" And Dad said, I don't know you. But he, because he had a radio, he picked up all the old radios out of the junk, one thing or another, and made a screwdriver, ground it down, carried it on, made it so it fit down in some of them tubes things they had back then had tubes, you know, on radio. And you turn them different ways, one thing and another. And he had the old radio there, half radio, all broke up one thing and another. Put the screwdriver down there, he turned it, we could hear Russian them talking to one thing and another.
Was it Russia or German? Germany.
Well, we always said Russia now, whatever, it might have been Germany. One of the other anyway, and he turned it, we could hear him talking one thing and another. And he said, if we had a mic, we could talk back. He knew better than leave a mic at the house, because those kids get him in trouble, see? So he had no mic. The mic's over there with Logan, where they had the mic at. And yeah, that's kind of, but I didn't know about it until later, you know. But they just knew his album bass, and they sure, if they, this little boy was told down in Wichita, the album bass, you know, made him in on it. Well, he'd probably be in the pen yet.
So Alvin was somewhat friends with John Lindbergh, wasn't he?
Charles A. Lindbergh, yeah.
With Charles Lindbergh. So, so Lindbergh was known as a Nazi sympathizer. So that's probably what they thought Alvin was up to.
Could be, yeah, because him and Lindbergh was everybody buddies. They both of them in the same motorcycle club together.
Oh, okay.
And that's where they rode around in them domes, round and around the motorcycle in them domes and things. Lindbergh, and yeah, he was there when Lindbergh flew across to Paris. He was there and he took off and was there and he come back.
Okay.
And Lindbergh flew out there and nicknamed to a celebration one year to see my dad.
Yeah.
And Mom said when Lindbergh lit my dad was, he was strutting. You know, think he's that important. Lindbergh come see him, you know. Mom said he was a strutting. She said.
Dog.
Yeah, they had out there in the old grove, past upon top of the hill from the grove.
Huh. That's quite the experience. I sure wish they would have some pictures or some, newspaper article or something that that depicted that. Because I'm sure that airplane coming in this part of the country during that time was a fairly novel idea anyway. So that would be pretty good to read about or see a picture of.
Well, Angela Bates struck like she has or seen a picture or something other with some kind of, they call it machine or something. They thought machine up on the hill there, and that may have been that plane, maybe, I don't know for sure. I never had seen it, but I never had seen it, but I guess you should got it. It looked like some kind of machine up on the hill on that, of course, there from the grove. So that may have been working on some kind of an airplane. I don't know. Never had seen it. But he landed up there in the grove and come see Alvin.
I'll be darned.
Then my dad, my mother Ada, his second marriage, he was married to a lady who's supposed to be in a movie star, Arvella Thomas. He's married to her.
How do you pronounce it? Arvella?
Arvella, I think. Arvella, something like that.
Thomas.
Okay. And he's married to her. She's a movie star. And Harry S. Truman either gave my dad the divorce or married him. I forget which. But I sure like to get a hold of that. Go down there at the Kansas City at the court place and get. I know probably got a copy of it. I sure like to get that. Well, Harry S. Truman, he said.
Oh boy, yeah, that would be good.
Truman was county attorney there then, you know.
County attorney.
District attorney, yeah, something, yeah. Harry S. Truman divorced him and married him one day. Yeah, when he got to be president, well, yeah, they had remembered him.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah, same way about Bob Dole. He remembered Bob Dole, and Bob Dole was the attorney down there in Russell. And one day up in Hill City, Bob Dole was in Hill City. And when Dad and I were there with IG, where the Chiefs wrestling is now. What do they call that?
Average Joe?
Yeah, Average Joe is there now. The IG had, Junior Shields had a grocery store there. And Bob Dole got a car by the time Dad and I got a car, and he said, don't know you. And Dad said, yeah, y'all don't know me. So yeah, so he knew a lot of the big shots.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that old Alvin, he got around.
Yeah, yes he did, and yeah, really. Wonder we all hadn't got charcoal, I used to watch him, Dad and Money back in them days, and he would be pouring the acid out of one battery, fixing another, them glass batteries.
God,
yeah, and the one we hadn't got blown completely out of the house.
Oh, really?
So he had to kind of know what he's doing with it. Yeah, been charcoal, and he always told me he was scared of electricity, but he knew how to handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him many times. Whoopee, drop his pliers, we get shot. Whoopee, drop the pliers, and the pliers fall down on the ground. And yeah, many a time I watched that. Yeah, he was actually scared of it. And
yeah, he didn't have like a meter that he could tie onto something and see if there was electricity. And I used to use a pair of pliers or a screwdriver, and if it sparked, that meant it was hot. If it didn't spark, it meant it wasn't hot.
Right. Yeah, they didn't have anything like they got now. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I wish I'd learned more about it than what I did, but I know a lot more people think I do. But I wish I'd learned. Took more time just to learn a lot more, you know.
Yeah.
Because I know when after Kerry died, out the cemetery there, morning, noon, and night, but practically lit out there. You lose a child, and I tell you, it's a different world, and I didn't know what to do, and I back and forth out there all the time. So I said, well, if my dad's alive, he'd had this place lit up out here, electric lights and all that and the other. So I went to the REA and asked them what they charged me to run a line from where Floyd Van Luden's place is out there, where the old schoolhouse used to be there. We all went to school there with Davy and Boy and all of them, and they wanted, I think, $14,000 to run me a line across there to get some electricity. One thing. I said, well, I'll show you. I said, my dad used to make electricity. I'll show you. He said, yeah, we know it. And I made a light lit up out there. Well, in fact, I lighted out one with a battery and made my own electricity.
Okay.
And Don Scott, he took people out there and showed them many times. Showed them that rig I had set up out there one thing. And I went out there one night. And he was out there with Bob Wonker, and he said, I brought Bob Wonker out here to show him. He said, keep that thing lit so I can show him people. And now he's dead and gone.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, Don Scott.
Don's no more. Huh? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he really he enjoyed going out there one out there, looking at them lights and things out there.
Yeah, you did have a setup. That was a nice shrine.
Made a cross and had it lit up one thing and another. Yeah, he thought that was something, you know.
Okay.
Yep. But it's really, but he really, Gordon Williams, Uncle Gordon, said you have to give it to him. Said album New Electricity backwards. He said one time during the homecoming, well, they already come down there hooking up the lights and things so they had lights during the celebration.
Yeah.
And they had, I don't know, short or something in it. He said them guys looked and figured they couldn't figure out what the matter was one thing. I said, Alvin Donald wrote, Donald Brown looking up at him, he said, as soon as they left one thing and the other, Alvin got the ladder, so had more lights than they ever had. He said, them guys were trained and they couldn't fix it. He said, that gave him credit. He knew electricity backwards, he said.
Yeah.